Hello and welcome to beautiful Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Time for the penultimate round of Formula Horizons. It's the Aramco United States Grand Prix of Season 14, Round 9 of this championship that is ever closing in on its finale. I'm not exactly too sure what to say during this part because there's no track map or anything yet. Just, I guess, enjoy the band and the cheerleaders before the start. The Circuit of the Americas, here it is. We're running a different layout than what's shown. 18 corners. It's not actually 3.42. It's 2.3 miles, 3.7 kilometers. None of that top speed or anything is actually correct. Only thing that's correct, 18 corners, 1 DRS zone around this track, and that is down the main straight. Here, turns 1 and 2, we have Kimi Räikkönen going wheel to wheel with his former teammate Fernando Alonso in 2021. I'm not entirely sure if we have those corners, but turn 12 on the official track, we have Bottas versus Tsunoda and Stroll. A great three-way battle happening through those couple of corners. Or that single corner, sorry. Turns 16 through 18, we have Vettel going wheel to wheel with George Russell. Sebastian Vettel coming ahead on this occasion, I believe. Yes. Beautiful Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. As I said earlier, the 3 tire compounds on display this afternoon. We have the C5, the C3, and the C1 tires, as they've been for every single race this season, and that is not going to change. Of course, also available the intermediate and wet tires. Let's take a look at the starting grid for this race. Luna D. Darling starts P20th alongside Zuka Boy in P19, both taking some sort of penalties to start that low. Alan the Alien starts 18th alongside Nicholas Latifi in 17th place on the grid, 9th row of the grid. Mombi Cool starts 16th alongside Kaido 132 in the McLaren P15. Fernando Alonso starts 14th alongside Dad Be Cool in 13th, the oldest row of the grid in terms of combined age. John Be Cool starts P12 alongside Pierre Gasly, both out of the top 10. Sebastian Vettel starts P10 alongside Emerald Diggy, one of the championship contenders. Not the best place though. Nate Cousinot starts 8th just behind Philippe Epical in P7 for Alfa Romeo, good qualifying for both of them. Luis Idonno starts 6th alongside Jenson Button in the Aston Martin up in P5, out qualifying his teammate. Neo Hungary starts 4th alongside Easton Bound in 3rd. It's an all Mercedes second row of the grid behind one of the title contenders. Isaac Spacedolf starts P2 with Landon Canoka starting on pole for the US Grand Prix. 5 lights are on, and it's lights out and away we go for the United States Grand Prix. Landon Canoka gets an amazing start ahead of Isaac Spacedolf. John B. Cool's already moving up the grid, could possibly go down the inside into turn 1 as Landon Canoka maintains position through the first curve. And down they plunge towards the S's of this track. Nate Cousinot in P8 for Williams, still holding position off the start, I believe. Maybe drop down one position, but and there is where the track deviates from the main Circuit of the Americas, similar to the NASCAR track, the layout we're using. It's the national layout. John B. Cool battling it out with Luis Idonno for P6 on the grid, or on track. Landon Canoka is trying to extend the lead of the race. He's only won one other race so far this season, and that was from pole in Spa. He's hoping to try and make it a second win from pole here at the United States Grand Prix. And it's very quick laps around here as they're already powering around the final corner of the lap to start lap 2 of this race. Very, very quick laps here in Austin. Landon Canoka still leads. Oof, Isaac Spacedolf nearly goes straight into the back of Landon Canoka. The two arguably second drivers. As we ride on board with Isaac Spacedolf through the S's and into the deviation, the little chicane through there that just cuts off the entire top half of the key, as Luis Idonno has spun and is plunging down the order, as you can see from the board on the left hand side. And here we have John B. Cool trying to catch up to Jenson Button and get up into P5 and clinch 10 crucial points. If the race finishes as it is now, Isaac Spaceoff and John B. Cool would be level on points going into the final race, according to our calculations here at my basement and me. As they round the final corner, lap 3 already started. Lewis Idonos 18 seconds behind the rear of the field. So, not a good race for the McLaren team. But this could be a really good race for Ferrari if Landon Canoga can hold position, and especially good for his teammate in the championship if he can hold back one of the championship contenders. And possibly even with this result get into the championship fight himself. Who knows? Well, I do. I have the points after this race, but the reason we're using this alternative layout of Circuit of the Americas is because I thought it was cool, and I wanted to race on it instead of the full layout, which is extremely long. So we decided to go for this layout for funsies. As they round, starting at lap 4, already halfway through this race. It feels like the starting animations were longer than the race itself, but I know that they aren't. Landon Canoga powering up through the S's. Coda, what an amazing track this is. Amazing to where I have actually named one of my cats after it, which is just a fun fact about the circuit. As John McCool is within a second of Jenson Button now on lap 4, soon to be lap 5. Before the start of the race, John McCool actually went around and did a few laps in the Ferrari F2004 with a slightly different and tweaked livery with the new Pirelli slick tires, but just doing laps around this layout of Coda just before the race as kind of let's have some fun. As through the first turn they go. Lots of sparks flying up as you go over the curbs here. Just one of the caveats of this ground effect regulations that will sadly be leaving us, or well, maybe not sadly, depending on how you look at it, but will be leaving us for season 15. As John McCool trying to go down the inside of Jenson Button. Jenson Button sweeps back around the outside. And John McCool pretty much pushing Jenson Button through the corners, trying to go down the outside down the inside to the outside, and sweeping around. There's more traction closer to the racing line, forces Button a bit wide, and does get the place through the final couple of corners, and going to be starting at lap 6. That's where we have Emerald Diggy, another one of the championship contenders, not doing well in qualifying. Of course, John McCool had a penalty. And so did Emerald Diggy. Not qualifying the highest in this race, but Emerald Diggy could try and get past these slower cars. Some would consider them backmarkers. I consider them to be moving chicanes. As down the inside he goes on one. Is he going to go down the inside of Nate Cousinot as well? No, he's not, but he could try and swing back around the outside through the S's of Nate Cousinot. As he does, he just pulls straight past the Williams through the S's. It's lap 6 here of the US Grand Prix. And Landon Canoga has led all 6 laps and will be leading into the 7th lap as well, and will have led every lap of the Grand Prix so far. With that fastest lap, could take a Grand Slam victory as he did in Spa just before the season break, or the summer break mid-season. As Isaac Spacedolf in the arguably faster Red Bull, just unable to catch up and get past Landon Canoka since the first 2 laps. Just been unable to truly power past like you would expect it to. But considering that there's only the one DRS zone and there's not that long second straight that Coda has, it makes a bit of sense that there's slightly less overtaking zones on this track. Lots of switchbacks can occur through here, but none of them going to be attempted by any of these top 3 drivers. As going into the penultimate corner, down this short mini straight, and around the final corner, Landon Canoka travels. No one could stop him. Unstoppable. Landon Canoka wins the US Grand Prix. And that's a great result for Ferrari. John Buchel gonna power home in P5, started 12th on the grid. A great race for him and for the team. Fernando Alonso all the way down to Monbicool in P12. And it shows John Buchel dropping down the order. Remember, just a fact of this game. As they power around the final corner, no overtakes gonna happen here. And that is the end of the race.